Alright, so it's been a long time since, revisiting some Full Moon uh, classics such as Puppet Master, Subspecies, Doll Man versus Demonic Toys, among others, Evil Bong, Gingerbread Dead Man, or whatever. So yeah, I got to finally check out Subspecies 5, Bloodrise, which I like that title. This time around, it's a prequel to the first four films. Pretty much the backstory of Radu, the villain of the other movies. Uh, I'll say this: it's competently made. It's well made and shot decently to pretty good. Uh, it starts out um, pretty much the plot is trained and exploited by a brotherhood of mystic monks to slay enemies of the church. Radu has no knowledge of his bloodline. His father a vampire, his mother a demon. Fate brings him to the castle of his father to reclaim a holy relic, the Bloodstone. But Radu himself becomes a vampire with no master. So it's basically that. Pretty much the hero becomes a villain story. And I'll say it was well edited, well told. It's a very good companion with the other films. Actually, is an actual good prequel for a change, unlike other Full Moon films I won't name. Um, but I mean, it introduces characters and also, gets rid of them. Uh, Pretty easy. Um, I mean, I don't really have much negative to say other than some of the, I guess, like the first scene with the when we first see Radu, or the casting. I'll say casting. I'll go over casting. The fact that we get like legacy characters are like, well, I shouldn't say legacy because it's not Michelle. It's a different chick, but it's the same girl that plays Michelle, but she's playing Helena, an evil vampire woman. I don't understand why we had to have her come back. I can see, Anders Hove come back because he's Radu and all the other movies, and even Denise as Michelle, but that was her character in the other films, and this is supposed to be what 500 years back or whatever, I believe. It's supposed to be a couple hundred years back before like the events of the first four films, and they have her come back as a different character. I get it. I guess it's supposed to be like a he's because they do kind of explain their reasoning of like she must be reincarnated as, well, not really reincarnated, but pretty much because he pretty much falls in love with her, and pretty much he sees Michelle's character as her, maybe, so that's probably why. But I don't know. I don't like that casting. Like, if anything, she should just played a different cameo or something role. She didn't need to be like basically a main villain, really. Um, but yeah, that would be one of my gripes, one of my major issues with the film. We didn't need that. Um, the acting overall from everybody is pretty good to all right to, again, and what is it, Anders Hove, who plays Radu. He does really good in playing Radu again, so no complaints there. The other people, I mean, the chick that played Ariel, she was hot. um, Besides her hotness, like, she was decent acting. Like, not no award winning, but like everybody else was fine. We do get a young Stefan as a kid, and then we only see him for like the beginning portion, like the first maybe 15, 20 minutes of the film, I guess you can say he's in it, and then he disappears. They do explain like why he's gone, and then he comes back later on in the movies. But yeah, you have that. Again, it's shot fine to decent. The fight scenes at the beginning, I wasn't a fan of the editing and that, because it's choppy, kind of fast editing of cuts when the swords are, being hit. So that part I was kind of, we don't need all these cuts. The gore, like, there's really no, the special effects in this, like the CGI, such as Radu becoming a shadow. Wait, we get some, I don't want to say Easter eggs, but I guess throwbacks to like the other movies where he was able to silhouette himself and turn into a shadow and seduce people from afar. But yeah, he does look creepy in at night, so they don't lose that. So I give Anders Hove a good major props for still able to play the character as well as he did. But my overall thoughts of this, I would say it's a good prequel. It's a good movie to watch with the other movies. It lines up pretty good with the other films, so it does make you feel for Radu, because you kind of do feel bad for him by the end, because he's destined to be alone, basically. Hence why he's evil, I guess. Really, I didn't understand the. I get why, I guess, by the end, but like, there's a part where like a character at the very end comes in like to somewhat kill Radu, but then not really. Like they come there and then, you know what? I'm just gonna leave you here and suffer, and then clear out whatever else is going on in your lair, and then leave. I'm like, how come you didn't kill him like right there? I get you killed his student or his fledgling, whatever chick, but you didn't kill him. You want to kill him? He's the one that turned you into a vampire. But I don't understand these vampire hierarchy ranks, because there's scenes where there's this one scene where characters are like being told what to do, but then they disobey their vampire master, but then they continue to, like, they mouth off to him, but then they continue to serve under them. I didn't understand that, so that was kind of odd behavior. But yeah, other than that, kind of odd behavior and character actions, I do recommend the film. I do actually recommend it. I do think it's a good centerpiece, good companion piece with the other four films, minus Vampire Diaries. Do not watch that. I know it's a spinoff. I believe the character of Ash, who's in this, I haven't seen Vampire Diaries in a long time, but I believe there's a character named Ash in that. So I guess this is the character Ash, and he's supposed to be in the spinoff later on. So what I remember that film was, it was boring, a lot of talking and really no action. So I would say don't watch that. But even part 4, don't watch, because that's really a decline of quality of the films. Just stick with this one through 1 through 3, and then 5. But yeah, the other two, just leave them alone.